Hey guys, just got back from Genesis yesterday and just felt like making a vlog about it. Overall experience. Mostly on like the tournament side. Like I got 13th place at the event, and I just felt like making a video talking about like preparation I made going to the tournament, and I think the mistakes I made, and my plans on like improving and the future. So before Genesis, I grinded like off season quite a bit more than other people, and yeah, I'd say overall it paid off in a decent way. Like I had some varying results. Like I won Genesis Black, but I did kind of bad at the two DreamHacks I went to. But why does that matter? Because if you look at the Genesis bracket that happened, a lot of the top 10 like people got upset. So yeah, like Axe lost to Panda, Wizrobe lost to Riot Beat. So I think that's like just a consequence of not staying sharp with the game. You can't play the game not play the game, I mean, for like a couple months and come back and expect to still stay sharp, especially because I think 2020 Melee is going to be like the most competitive year in Melee by far, and like any random person, maybe not random, but like any like about like top 100 level player is going to be really strong, and you gotta stay sharp. So yeah, I grinded the off season. It's very helpful. I also went to the CLG bootcamp, which was like a really good refresher on like competitive mentality and improvement. Like something I definitely want to like talk about in a separate video. Just like just like what's proper mentality, because I feel like a lot of people, there's a lot of tools to like get better like Tesco wise than there ever has been, and NetPlay is really good, but mentality is like the most lacking part, I'd say, of a lot of people nowadays. Anyways, yeah, like the boot camp was great, and it's all about the mental game, really. Everyone has the same, very similar Tesco nowadays. For the most part. And yeah, that was good because Melee had like a very long off season. I think a lot of people came in not feeling like ready just because there's a sheer lack of tournaments. And yeah, it's hard to come back and do well right away. So what were like my overall mistakes that like might have stopped me from getting above top 13th? I think I net played like too much, and I think net play is obviously different than CRT, but I think it's different to the point where you can play like really well on net play, and you play like on CRT, and the overall like game and tech feels pretty different nowadays. Sometimes net play feels like better even than actual game on CRT. Like for example, I was playing Leffen, like we were both streaming, and I was playing Leffen on like netplay, and I was actually doing pretty well. But like a couple days later at Mango's place, I felt like my tech was like significantly worse and all of that. So yeah, I just had to play on like CRT more, maybe go to somewhere locals and do that. I think when I played Zane, like my first really tough opponent at Genesis, like I was like fucking up a lot of like normal tech that I normally wouldn't do. I think that's just like, I just need to be familiar and being like high pressure for just regular CRT melee. So I should have went to some tough SoulCal locals probably. Yeah, I actually had to like switch controllers too, like mid tournament because I had a controller that seemed good on netplay, but when I switched to CRT, it seemed like it didn't seem that great of a controller, so I had to switch like mid-tournament. I had a pretty decent backup though. What's another mistake I think I did? I felt like I didn't study the right amount. Like whenever like I stream Melee, I always try to play like a tough opponent and grind like an hour or so of like at least versus like the Fox matchup. I feel like versus Fox you gotta stay sharp, and even if you're like a top player, if you don't stay sharp against Fox, then any Fox nowadays can beat you, especially in like a best of 3 set. Anyways, yeah, I feel like I don't study matches enough. I don't study when I lose, especially. Like I don't think anyone wants to like watch themselves like losing, especially when they feel they played bad. But I think that's a pretty big mistake, especially if you're trying to be like the best player. You wanna go see like your mistakes, like especially when you're playing like your B or C game, and that's something I got really lazy about, I'd say, in 2019. And if you watch your matches, like it'll definitely give you like more confidence too, I'd say. Like you can see like, oh, I actually was playing pretty bad, and I know next time I'll probably beat this guy if I just don't drop the ball this hard again. So first order of business when I stream, I'm gonna go over my bracket path in the Genesis 7, which happened this weekend, and go over every match. I'm gonna focus on like me versus Zane, where he beat me 3-1. Overall, I think I played a really sloppy set. So normally I'd be like, oh, I know if I just played better I'd beat him, but it's really important to like see where I'm fucking up exactly, and instead of having like a like, oh, I shot the bed, so next time I'll do better and probably have a better chance of beating him. Yeah, you gotta develop your BC game to a level where even if you're playing not your best, you can still have a good shot at beating them. Like a lot of the top pros, like I think an example would be like Mango at Big House, where he wasn't playing like his best game ever, but he had like a good like competitive mindset towards even though he knew he was playing his B and C game, he'd still like just keep staying. Yeah, his BC game was like very well developed, and he never tilted basically. Not saying I tilted for Zane, but I feel like yeah, he's got a point being, he's got to review matches even when you lose, no matter how much you don't want to see yourself lose. And that's a big mistake on my part. And yeah, also I've been really struggling versus None too, and I really didn't like review a single set I played versus him too. That's a pretty big mistake. I ended up somehow playing him again. I didn't think I'd play him, but I did. So I think the set was recorded on Alex's IRL stream. Another match I really want to focus on. I'll probably still go over any match though, like versus Ryo Beat, for example, or Joy Boy we played in pools. And also, like I said earlier, I net played too much, so I'll probably go to more locals in SoCal. I'll definitely tweet it out when I go to those events and tweet out the stream links. And that'll be like a focus on like straight improvement. I want to like study the tapes and maximize like everything I'm trying to get good at, fix my mistakes. It's not really about winning or losing at that point. So yeah, I'll probably do that. Maybe I'll pull out the Falco if I'm feeling great about my Falcon. I'm still trying to dual main in 2020. So yeah, overall I think I prepped like a decent amount. I didn't do it all correct, but I think that's what helped me get 13th place instead of like you know, like getting upset really early and then doing really bad as a whole in the tournament. But I could have I really feel like if I fix my mistakes in the future, I can get like even like consistent top 8s, maybe even like consistent like top 3s even. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna dedicate myself to never being lazy again. Like basically just work hella hard. When I do stream, I'll make it always have a purpose. Instead of just playing like, net play for like an hour and not really thinking about anything. So yeah, next time I stream, which is probably going to be today, I'm going to go over my entire Genesis path and analyze all my matches. Put it on YouTube, and this weekend is going to be a tournament in SoCal called Saving Mr. Lombardi. And that's going to be like pretty dope because the winner gets to go to Summit. It's like the last qualifying Summit spot, so if I can win that, that'd be great. If not, then it's not the end of the world. I just won't go to Summit, which it's just one event. So besides that, the weekend after that is MLG Anaheim, so expect a lot of good melee focused streams from me, and I'll probably put on YouTube after. I'm gonna try to devote myself to like half studying, half net play every time I play, and it won't just be me. It'll just be like good matchups. I'm always down to watch like good melee no matter what the matchup is, and study other Falcons, take note of my bad habits and all that. So yeah, just felt like making a updated video. Hope you guys enjoyed and I didn't like bore the fuck out of you guys for the past 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, peace.